Yeah, it's great to be here, great to see. I spent 4 years out of a 5-year sentence inside at Wayland. The reason I went to prison was possession with intent to supply of ecstasy tablets, and I tried to commit suicide. I was done for arson. Before all leading up to that, as a child, I was put into care at 4-month-old. I was in and out of care. At the time I didn't know why. It wasn't until going to prison and getting my files and finding out what had happened. 8 different times before I was 2. And then I went with mum, who I classed my mum and dad, who were my auntie and uncle. Gave me a loving home, lots of love, anything I wanted. But I just couldn't accept their love. I had so much anger and so much hate. And that led right through my life. I've got 2 children, a boy and a girl. My boy's 10, my daughter's 6 in October. And I couldn't really fully love them. And with my depression, then my ex-partner, she got depression. The relationship became violent where she was attacking me, and it got to the point where I nearly smashed her head in. So I had to leave. As I said, I used to sell loads of drugs in the rave scenes, stuff like that. Debt collecting, kidnapping, intimidation. And I was with quite a large group. Then all my depression came really worse. I had a full nervous breakdown, and I just looked at my life and I just thought, I can't do this no more. The hurt and pain I'm giving to everyone else, it's not them, it's me. And I just thought it was best to just end my life. Obviously it didn't work. No, I was lucky. Even the doctors at the hospital said I should be dead with the amount of stuff, that smoke I had on my lungs. What I'd done is I took a bin bag into my bedroom, ripped off the door handles, set fire to it, put it out and just laid there on my bed and let the smoke do its job. I was then obviously taken to hospital, discharged myself that day, and then got arrested. I then went to prison on remand at Norwich, where there I tried another overdose, and I died on the doctor's floor. And it was weird, because it was like a dream, and you know, I'm out cold, I'm blue, my heart's not beating. There's no way I could have known what was happening. But it was like I was looking down on myself, it was like a dream, and I'm laughing, I'm happy. And I could see them all arguing, you know, what they're going to do, because they've already stuck like 2 lots of adrenaline to me and I haven't woke up. And they're arguing about putting this 3rd lot in. Anyway, they'd done it, I come to. And I spoke to the woman when I got back from the hospital. I was in Norwich Healthcare. And I said to her, I said, you were the one arguing with everyone saying, you know, about this adrenaline. And she went, how did you know that? I said, I don't know. So from then, it started in me. Shortly after that, a good mate of mine, about a week after actually, hung himself in Norwich prison, and that tore me apart. And then I started to think, well, this could have been my family going through that, my children, my mum, my dad, my sisters, my brothers, my friends. And I thought, what a selfish thing. So I thought there's got to be more to life. Anyway, I ended up at Wayland prison. And I started talking to a guy who was a pagan. And I was still a bit mixed up at the time, and I was going along to the chapel with him. And we were taking the mick a bit, you know, and putting questions to him. But then something hit home. So I moved myself away from there, and I was at the back. And in time, I was always at the front. And it was only through the prison fellowship at Wayland, the people they've got there are great. A guy called Nick Tivy was there at the time, amazing guy, absolutely amazing guy. You know, connect with anyone. So it was all through them that it helped me. Then in February 2006, I became baptised. And from that day, I've not had any anger, I've not had any depression. I get a little bit anxious sometimes, but like now. But we manage it. I've come out of prison and I've had to face some difficulties. I went 5-6 weeks with no money, which was a tremendous task in itself, you know. And I was nearly close to giving up, but things slotted in at the right time. And I believe that God will give you what you want at the right time. It's about being patient. You know, God's been patient with us. You know, he could have washed his hands of us and said, well, no, you've done too much. So we owe it to God to be patient, you know, and I owe my life to God. And I want to do the best I can. And with his help, I know I'll get it. Thank you very much.